Thanks for tuning in to the Hatchet Television podcast for no reason. This week it's featuring, or hosted by, or whatever, Eric from Life's a Game with Chuckles. That's Chuckles' real name, Eric. And Josh, Born Dead, the old married gamer from Hatchet Television. All right, remember these podcasts for no reason can happen at any time for any reason, and they can be hosted by any member of Hatchet TV. So thanks for tuning in. Oh, and you're listening to Urizen in the background. Check them out. All right, Hatchet TV podcast for no reason. Thanks for checking it out. Give it a listen. HatchetTV.com and all that good stuff. All right, Chuckles, we are rolling.
Yay!
This is the you were here and you went, let's do a podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast brought to you by Hatchet Television.
Hatchet Television and also this Boyd's Coffee.
Boyd's.
Boyd's.
Boyds. Boyd's.
The shittiest coffee I've ever had in my life.
Where is Boyd's at?
That's at that Quick Trip right there next to the Jack and the Crack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know where that's at.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on?
Not much. I just came back from Dallas.
I was gonna lead into the you just came back from an adventure.
Well, you just asked me what I was doing.
What?
There's nothing much since I came back from Dallas.
Asshole.
But,
So, how was the adventures in the Great White North?
Pretty white. A lot of Caucasians there. We drove by a TCU. I saw a lot of very, very attractive Caucasian women.
And how did that go? Did you pick any up?
They're like, you only make $17 an hour. What's wrong with you? Get out of here. But other than that, yeah, let's see. I get to hang out with my friend Tony and got to visit the sites. We visited Botanical Gardens in Fort Worth, which is very, very nice.
We have a botanical gardens in San Antonio.
Yeah, this one blows that one out of the water.
So that one blows in the water.
Yes, blows
Okay.
out of the water.
Fort Worth blows in the water.
Yes. Also, too, there's no HEBs in Fort Worth.
What? So there's no food?
Well, there's Albertsons.
No wonder Tony's in good shape. He doesn't eat.
That's true, too. He eats nothing but, like, oatmeal and water.
I could survive on oatmeal and water as long as it's like the maple syrup oatmeal.
No,
and,
it's just straight up oatmeal. Like,
and the like beans and rice oatmeal.
no,
and
it's like one of those like
steak oatmeal.
nasty 13th century orphanage like more.
Like the porridge. Like
Yeah,
he's eating Matrix food.
yeah. It's like ugh. So like, there's no Mexican restaurants in Fort Worth.
Are there any Mexicans in Fort Worth?
There's a lot of Salvadorians.
El Salvadorians.
Yes, and there's a lot of what do you call those people? Durkers.
Chuckles.
Middle Eastern. A lot of them very nice too.
Yes.
Yes, a lot of them are really, really nice. Like to keep to themselves.
Well, no shit. The way that everybody's badgering them and badger,
I did not hear one Allah Akbar at all.
But badger, mushroom. You remember that?
No.
You don't know badger?
No, I know there's a badger. Kind of looks like a Wolverine.
Back in the day, before the Facebooks and the MySpaces and just like if there, but before YouTube,
I had a pocket phone.
there were viral videos that went viral on their own. And hey, man, did you go to this site? Have you heard this song or whatever?
No. Is that Deborah trying to get in?
That's Ben knocking on the door. Why don't you let him in? Because I'm all tied up behind all this stuff back here.
I let him in?
Yeah, go ahead, let him in.
Hold on. Let me walk down the stairs.
Now run past the breezeway.
Also, there's golden mirrors I have to pass.
Golden mirrors. The gold is polished so brightly.
Let me open
The vault door.
vault.
Ben, what do you want? Okay, now the official podcast dog is here.
What do you want, Ben?
And let's just completely ignore him.
Okay, move.
So what were we talking about?
We're talking about
Oh, badger. You've never heard badger, mushroom.
You're not gonna go on the
badger,
internet and look for it and-
badger, mushroom. A snake, oh,
The only one I
it's a
remember
snake.
is
Badger. Once you hear the song, it's never gonna leave your soul.
what about the cat? I'm a kitty cat.
It's like that.
Yeah, I remember that one. And Papa Smurf can't lick your ass.
Ben, get away from the mic. Get away.
I like how he walks with his head down.
He's all in shame. Okay,
Benny,
so
you should tell the people listening, or the one person listening, the time you ripped your dick off.
oh my God, we won't even go into that story.
It was bloody. Blood and semen everywhere.
He was fixed. There was no semen. He was fixed before he
Man, how
almost
do you go
tore
through
his.
life with no semen?
No, we're not gonna.
I want to know. What are your thoughts on that?
I have no thoughts on that.
My room would be a lot cleaner.
I knew that's where you're going. That's why I'm like, no, I have no thoughts on that.
I want to put a black light in here.
In this room.
Yes.
Okay. I'll go to Lowe's and get one of the, because they sell them in the long bars, like the
I want you to say anything about
fluorescent.
beard.
Oh, ba-dum-bum.
Anyways,
You hear the attack dogs outside?
you mean the dogs that barely eat?
Hey, they eat every day.
Those dogs are a disgrace to the dog species.
They're herbivores. Hold on. Let me tell them the secret dog password. Shut the fuck up. And it worked. Damn it. So, what else you got going? What were we going to talk about in this podcast? You said you were going to save it for this podcast. We started talking about it when I was setting up the mics.
What were we talking about? God damn
Fuck
it.
if I know. That's why I'm asking you.
I
I
forgot.
asked you at the time. You're like, save it for the podcast.
Okay, we talked about semen.
Oh my God.
Talk about dog dicks.
Oh, that's definitely a Chuckles list.
Let's see. Did we talk about pedals yet?
No.
Oh, okay. Is it pedals?
What?
You know, flower petals.
Oh, petals
Yeah.
with a T. I thought you were. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Dear Mr. Kennedy.
Or we're talking about a kitty cat and Smurf, can you lick my ass?
I'm not gonna watch that. I'm
It's
not gonna watch.
funny.
No, I'm not gonna watch
Papa
that.
Smurf, can I lick your ass? Yeah, lick my ass, bitch. Papa Smurf, can I lick your ass?
I think
lick my ass.
I think I've seen that. Now that you say that, I do think I've seen that. A bedja mushroom,
That doesn't sound
mushroom.
attractive at all.
Dude, it will never. It will haunt your soul for the rest of your days, and then you'll forget about it in 5 years. And then somebody will be like, "This is a badger," and then as soon as you hear the word badger, you're badger, mushroom.
I remember ebronsworld.com was very popular back
Yeah,
in the
when
day.
they had stuff like that. Or I think the other one was like Wimp or Wimpy.
Or Ultimate Showdown.
That is an awesome video.
Have you seen This Is the Ultimate Orgy?
No, and I'm not going to.
You got to watch that.
Oh man. Hey, so recently I connected my PS4 because I'm getting ready for Street Fighter 5.
Yes.
And have you seen the Zangief videos?
Yes.
Dude, I mean the animation on them like takes up half the screen and
Well, I understand evolving a character, but why do they evolve them now? Because they had the technology to? What, they couldn't do it back in the 2D days?
no.
I don't know. Some of this stuff, some of the moves look pretty awesome. Some of them look meh.
Weren't they gonna name him like Vodka Drunkonski or
Yeah,
something?
something like that. Vodka, something.
See, aren't you glad that Korosho? He's got Zangief instead of vodka.
How cool would be a drunk Russian? I mean, and he comes in riding a bear. That'd be the best. And what if it's one of his specials, like him doing like a bunch of like suplexes, and he throws in the air, and a bear comes in and does and does like a power driver.
So, like I was saying, I hooked up my PS4. Come to find out, I hadn't used it since March 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And
Why don't you use your Xbox over the PS4?
well, because I had 2 controls for the Xbox.
But you're by yourself.
But I mean, we had like FIFA and Madden and all that on the Xbox, so that's why. Anyways, so at Christmas I got sent another PS4 control.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were on sale for like $30, and so
How much are they usually?
like $60,
Ooh,
$64.
fuck. That's like arcade style price.
Yeah. But so now I hooked it up because getting ready for Street Fighter 5, and now I'm broadcasting live all the time with the camera. You see the camera?
No.
I got it laying down right there so the people
this?
won't spy at me.
Well, if there's someone spying on you, I've been showing on my nuts and butthole all the damn time. Like,
I got that.
They'll get tired of it, you know.
I got that camera from Shane Herb. I traded it for some Loot Crate stuff.
Yeah.
And he sent me that camera, so I didn't even have to pay for it or nothing. No nothing.
Who chain?
Shane Herb.
Who chain herb?
He's a buddy of mine that I met through tragedy. He's out in Ohio.
What tragedy? The 9/11
Ohio.
tragedy?
No, not a tragedy, but the tragedy.
The tragedy. Portland in the house.
503.
He probably not listening to this, so
Yeah,
fuck off,
he never
tragedy.
he never he never listens to these.
No, he's too big.
He doesn't support me that way.
He supports me with candy. That ain't going nowhere.
in a white panel van. No window panel van.
Can he fit in a van? Oh,
Dude, he's lost weight.
No, he's still fat. Okay, the last time I saw him, he was fat, and that's when I picture him.
He's lighter than me already, man.
No, he's super fat. He has to wash himself with a stick and a rag.
Speaking of, because we've both been obese, you and I.
No.
You, dude, don't make me bring up the footage when you were obese.
When
you were fucking fat before you got the God diet that. Dude, you were so fat, God said, "You're a fat motherfucker, and you ain't helping yourself, so let me make your intestines explode."
I had orbits. Gum.
And now you're looking svelte. You're looking good.
Well, I'm still not satisfied. After this weekend, I know a lot of people say that, but I'm actually going on a diet.
New year, new you, yeah, 2017.
But I'm not the way my. You know what? The most thing I don't like right now.
What's that?
My butthole shape.
Oh my god!
No, seriously.
How do you know what your butthole looks like?
Because it's shaped differently. It's like almost like a spiral upon a spiral. So it's really hard to keep clean down there. So I have a lot of skid marks, and sometimes I get shit. I get shit on my fingernails.
Well,
which I do wipe on the wall. Or Ben if he's around. Here, Ben.
Benji boy, where you at?
Oh, he's back there making meth. Why do dogs come on and lick their lips? Like, yeah. I was in the back.
So getting back to your spiral butthole.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you just like take a bath every time you take a shit?
Because baths takes about 5 minutes.
Just wash your asshole.
I wish I had a bidet.
Do you have a day? Today's a new day.
No, a bidet.
No, it's pronounced today.
Bidet.
Today.
Bidet.
Bidet? What's up, buddy?
Hey, not much, pal.
Hey, homie. Thank you. That's where I was going. I know what a bidet is, but I was hoping to steer you in that direction.
Yeah, mind control freak. So, man, are you sick?
Coughing up a lung.
What the hell was that?
That was a text. Uh-oh. So what else is going on, Chuckles?
My car is ruined right now.
I saw that. I didn't know if you wanted to talk about it or not.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Some asshole who buys a truck, and because they have a small dick, they get the biggest truck they can get, and they can't pull out of a basic parking spot. So they ripped my bumper off with that, and they decided to take off and not leave a note.
So they have little dicks, and their pull-out game is not very strong.
No, not at all. And, of course, here's my little Acura, just sitting there being by itself.
All nice and pristine.
But nice. And he ripped my bumper off. So now I'm driving with...
And then the pussy ran off, right?
Yeah, he ran off.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I decided to park somewhere where the cameras cannot even see me.
Oh.
So I was thinking to myself, should I call the cops? They're just going to tell me to take care of it with my insurance.
Yeah, because there's no witnesses.
It's a $500 deductible. From what I can tell, it's going to be less than $200 a fix. So I was like, fuck that.
Do you know what happened one time? Speaking of dealing with insurance,
That's a fucking sham, ain't it?
Yeah. I was at Fred Loya Insurance.
Fuck Fred.
And I got some hail damage.
Mm-hmm.
And it was I was driving a Nissan Sentra at the time. And the hood was... No. The hood was fine, but the roof was fucked. I mean, it was bad. And the guy says... So I go so they can take a look at it. I called them up and they're like, well, we need to do an estimate and blah, blah, blah. So I drive to Fred Loya's house.
Fred Loya's house himself?
No.
Was it like a two-door apartment with like a bunch of C-section hookers in the front?
Wow. It was over there off of 410 by Ingram, kind of. And,
yeah. Right behind in the backwoods next to that Walmart. Yeah.
So I go over there, and the guy comes out, and he looks at it, and he's like, well, there isn't enough damage. Your deductible is $250, because I had good, well, not good, but, decent insurance. And that's less than $250 work. I said, so this roof that has more dents and pockmarks on it than my face is going to be less than $250 to fix? He's like, yeah, we can't help you out with it. I said, okay, well, can you at least send me to the place that's going to charge me less than $250 to fix this?
What did he say?
He couldn't give me a list.
So what'd you do?
I quit using Fred Loya.
Motherfucker, man. I can't stand insurance. Health insurance seemed to work out fine, but auto insurance is straight up just like thieves in the night.
It's a sham.
They just straight up take your money, and like, I have never had a good experience with auto insurance.
And then it's the law that you had to have it too. The whole thing is a gimmick.
Thing, dude. I'm telling you, what's it called? Illuminati?
Shh, Ixnay and the Illuminati way.
Hell Satan.
Fool. Hail Hydra.
Hell Hydra. Yeah, well, that's the thing about that. But, let's stop talking about mid-30s topics and talk about something a little bit younger.
Oh, okay. Be very careful where you tread next, but go ahead.
Pussy. No, I'm playing. Or am I? No. Okay.
No.
What's your thoughts on everything that's going on in pop culture as far as Marvel, Star Wars, bullshit like that? Honestly, I think I'm sick and tired of it already.
I said before that the whole bubble on being a nerd and nerdy stuff is gonna pop.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to suck because I'm liking all these movies that are coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering when the Marvel movie bubble will pop.
I hope not pretty soon because I'm really waiting for Deadpool. And I really hope Deadpool is not
Dude, everything I've seen from Deadpool has been awesome. And it's pissing me off. Now, Deadpool will be fine. I'm talking about like the series, the fourth stage or whatever that's coming up. Third stage or the Marvel movies. But real quick, Deadpool's going to be great. And it's going to be awesome. And that fucking is great and sucks at the same time. It sucks because I was hoping everything Fox did would suck and they'd lose all the rights to everything.
And this is gonna the Phoenix.
And then
this is gonna be the Phoenix that rises.
That brings them back.
But you really think so? I mean, Ryan Reynolds was funny, man. You think he's gonna be Deadpool funny?
Yes, he's committed to the character. He and look what he's put into the movie's gonna be great. I'm willing to bet.
He got paid. He's doing whatever they want.
No, he took pay cuts. He did everything he could to make the movie better. I am willing to bet all of my savings account, all 64 cents of it.
I was about to say that.
64 cents. I shit you not. I'll sign in right now and show you I got 64 cents in my savings.
Balling. It's outside balling.
Yeah. But
See,
I'm willing to bet.
Born Dead has 64 cents in the account, but also carrying around an MK bag.
Mortal Kombat.
Yes. But well, another thing I'm not freaking out is why people are making a big deal out of Spider-Man being in Avengers when his past Spider-Man movies, except for the last one,
Spider-Man is in the Avengers.
Yeah, but why are they making him such a big deal? Like, oh, Spider-Man's gonna be done right. Sam Raimi did an awesome Spider-Man except for Part 3, and also
and then he turned it to shit. Yeah,
and then of course the newer Spider-Mans were really good except for the last one.
Well, no, I thought the last one was good too.
I fell asleep.
That's what I was gonna say. It did run long, and I just wish it could have gone on from there instead of starting over again. But I was reading.
Well, here's the thing: they're treating Spider-Man like it was the X-Men franchise.
What I was reading about Spider-Man, they're gonna say that he was always in the Disney Marvel universe all this time, and that when Iron Man potential spoiler alert for a movie that hasn't been filmed yet, and this is all just internet talk. .com. What they were saying was that Spider-Man was in the universe all this time, right? And then when Iron Man 1 came out and Tony Stark was like, I am Iron Man at the end of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Peter Parker was about, because they're saying he's going to be like 15, 16 years old in the movie in Civil War. Like early comic book Spider-Man.
Wow.
So he saw all that. He was like 5 years old. So all this time, Tony Stark has been his hero. So he grew up wanting to be a hero. He grew up wanting to be an Iron Man. And so all this stuff happens when he's about 16 years old. And they're saying that Tony Stark is going to entice Spider-Man into being on his side of the Avengers team by coming out with a like S.H.I.E.L.D. and Stark all that knew who Spider-Man was all this time. You know how they know all this stuff and they're showing in the movies. But now that Tony Stark needs his help, he's like, here's this new costume, kid. And he gives him a souped up version of what, like he's been using a hoodie and a face mask all this time. So I kind of like that.
I don't know. Here's another thing too. If I go in too much into it, I'll probably end up being disappointed.
So what are you trying to say about me?
I like you.
Thanks for listening to the podcast.
No, it's like grabbing titties all day, and then when you finally stick it in, it's all loose.
Titties on the GoPro. Titties on the GoPro. Everywhere we going filming, titties on the GoPro.
Hey, you know, there's a lot of shit been popping up on Facebook that's like very disturbing as far as videos go.
Like what?
Like that fat guy dancing, rubbing cake on him.
Did you? Oh my God! I should have saved the footage. There's this chunky. I'll just say for descriptive purposes, chunky white kid, and he's standing next to a garbage can. One of the garbage cans that have like the rock surroundings around it with the little pebbles around it, and then on the top it's got the cone. But you just take the cone part off, and there's a trash can in there. Yeah, like the kind they used to have like a Burger King and like the mall.
Yeah.
And he's standing there, and he's like getting ready. He's doing a squat like he's gonna jump up, and then you hear, "What is he doing?" And then they show Morpheus, and he's like, "He's starting to believe." And then he goes to jump, and when he jumps, just falls. And I saw it last night. I should have saved it.
I mean,
it's amazing.
What's going to be the point where internet is not going to be like shocking no more?
It's getting to that point. That's why we're all desensitized.
Like, I saw a video of a deer getting sniped with a 50 cal. Like his like it was a white-tailed deer, and some guy had a 50 cal and he shot it right between the eyes. One eye went left, one eye went to the right, and everything disintegrated.
You saw that?
Yeah, and I was like, And then I saw another one with a snowplow. What are those snow things called?
Mr. Plow.
No, it's like a motorcycle, but for snows.
Snowmobile, yeah.
Yeah, hitting a deer at full speed, like 60 miles an hour, and like literally his intestines came out of his butthole.
Oh.
And they showed it slow motion.
Were you watching that like on Rotten.com?
No, it was on Facebook. Rotten.com. Jeez, is that website still around?
You know what I have a problem with Facebook?
What's that?
My name is spelled a little funny, or they don't like that I have Hatchet TV in there with my name, right? Mm-hmm. They'll catch that shit, but they won't catch a fucking straight up hardcore porn.
No shit, dude. I'm not gonna mention any names, but my friend got spam mail of kitty porn on Facebook.
Did he report it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
I said, don't click on it. Don't click on it. But it showed. It didn't show anything, but it showed two kids ready to bang. And one of the girls was down on the other kid. These are two kids.
No, don't go into it.
But anyways,
that's fucking horrible.
Yeah, and like it showed up on Facebook. How does that shit show up on Facebook, but you can't change your name?
Well, I don't know about any of that stuff. That's horrible. Very horrible. I'm just talking about like hardcore, like Pornhub stuff on Facebook. And then, you're all like on break or whatever, and you're trying to scroll through your news feed, and you know how the videos start automatically. I had to turn all that shit off because there was so many people were posting straight up porn, not like Showtime softcore porn or anything like that.
Skinamax.
But like full penetration, up close to on Facebook, and it's like you have a problem with my name, but you're letting fucking porn go through there.
Well, I thought it was against the rules.
Yeah, I thought so too, but apparently, and then those accounts aren't shut down. They're not whatever.
Well, here's
and you know what? I'm not the type to report a picture. Like if what your friend had, whatever, I'd definitely report that.
We emailed the guy who is like, hey, this is showing up on my feed. He's like, what? And he didn't even know about it.
Well, because he got hacked.
Yeah. And he didn't even know about it. And he's like, what the fuck? And he's like,
that's when you go delete your account. That's when you write to Facebook. Dear Facebook, I did not do this. Fucking Mark Zuckerberg, whatever his name is.
So, that is kind of weird. I mean, fuck, dude. I mean, people are getting too bored. They're not
too desensitized.
Yeah, they're too
unplug. Quit. Get off the internet. Go outside. Take a walk. But download our podcast first.
Yes, download it first. Listen to it while you go play outside.
Watch my live streams for the Old Married Gamer. Look for me at Hatchet_TV on PlayStation Network or. But unplug, motherfuckers. Unplug.
And the thing is, too, man, is like I see my nephews and nieces. They're constantly just scrolling. And I'm like, hey, we're having a barbecue. Let's go. Come on, guys. Go outside and start cooking and all that. Okay. And they come outside and they're doing the same thing.
You're guilty of that. I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, but come on. They're kids. They're supposed to be playing outside.
You know what I've liked, and
I'm a grown man. I pay taxes. I do what the fuck I want.
And most of these memories have been brought back to me mainly because of your mom.
My mom?
Yeah, she's a friend of mine on Facebook.
Oh shit!
And she posts them. Remember when this and remember when that. And she posted something like the whenever you saw this or when the lights turn off, that means get your ass home or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, outside. And she posts a whole bunch of stuff like that. Like today, she posted the little Kellogg cereals in a box, all put together in one big super box. Dude, and I saw that, and I'm like, memories.
You know what? Okay, here's a funny story about my mom.
Uh-oh.
She's new to Facebook. For the longest time, it's like, I don't want that Facebook shit. Most older adults say that. And my sister finally hooked her up with a really, really nice smartphone, so she can actually have Facebook. And my sister made her a Facebook account. And my mom was like, how do you do this? And how do you do that? And how do you do this? And how do you do that? And now she's like a fucking pro at it. Every time I see my mom, she's scrolling up and down. We're at cheerleading competition.
Doesn't want to go to the barbecue.
No, we're at the cheerleading competition, and me and my brother are talking, and what do we see? I see my mom scrolling up and down. Oh, wow. Anyways, there's I'm pretty sure you heard those stories of those weird, like, out of different countries, people trying to talk to old ladies and get them to send their money and shit like that.
Yes.
Well, check it out. One, talk to my mom. See, if you guys ever met my mom or you ever met me, she's like 10 times worse than me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree.
And so she led this guy on. Who's like this and that and this and that. And he sent her shit. I found some gold. I'm a soldier in the Middle East, and I found some gold and I want to share it with you. You're such a nice lady, and I want to marry you and this and that. My mom's like, oh, that's great, cool.
Oh.
And then at like the punchline, you know. She's like, go fuck yourself. After leading him so long, she goes, go fuck yourself. And she reported him to Facebook, and then he deleted everything and everything. Now it's pretty funny.
You just completely killed my story.
Okay, go away.
Well, no, I was just going to say that I was at my mom's house a couple years back, and then we got a call, and they're like, there's a virus coming in from your IP address and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, okay, really? What do you want me to do? So he's leading me through all these steps. Mm-hmm. Go here. This is where you get your IP address, and just go ahead and give me that address, and I'll take over and I'll remove the virus for you. So we go into it about 35 minutes, and I'm telling him it's not working. What do I do now? It's not working. And he's getting frustrated. You could hear him angry about it, but he didn't want to hang up because he thought he got caught a sucker on the line. Yeah. Because he thought I was doing everything. Hold on. I forgot to breathe. And then it gets to the point where I can't lead him on anymore. And I was like, oh, by the way, my mom doesn't have a computer. And then I just got the click. But yeah, people will fall for that shit, man. They just call and they get the old people. Oh, okay, Microsoft. And
my sister's friend
fell for it.
Yeah, and she sent them like almost $14,000, and she still believes to this day.
What's her email address?
She still believes to this day that he's gonna come by and marry her, and of course she's not she's in her 60s, overweight, single. What's
her email address?
I don't know her that well.
Phone number?
I don't even know the way what color her pubes are. But she fell for that like bad, and she still believes to this day. I don't know.
Email address?
www.graypubeswithoneredhair.com at gmail.com.
You said www. How cute.
But yeah, it's kind of sad that So,
getting off the sad part. Man, we spent most of this podcast not putting ourselves over, not saying, the hatchettv.com, not the Twitter with Chuckles. Or
Life's a Game with Chuckles still does not make any videos.
Neither do I. Well, I mean, the live ones that are available for that. No.
You can watch my I Like Cake video on Hatchet TV. YouTube.
Dude, I watched that video again the other
It's
day.
funny. I like
And who did I show it to? I showed it to somebody. Somebody was over here, and we were watching. You know how I force people to watch YouTube videos while they're here?
Yeah.
And then people get bored and leave?
I don't leave, though.
Yeah,
I don't feel like driving all the way back.
But, and I showed them the video, and they're like, oh, my God, I've never seen that. That's hilarious. It was Alfred. Alfred the ref. I showed him the cake video, and he was rolling. Bro, why don't we make videos like that? I was like, we made that video. Uh-oh, it's Deborah.
Shh.
Hold on, phone's messed up. Hello?
Hello, can you either start putting the tent up or go get the money? Because we still need ice also.
Okay, we'll do that right now.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, Deborah.
10:30.
I love you.
Love you too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Boo!
Deborah. Why? Shiver me butthole.
So I guess we're going to have to cut this short at 30 plus minutes.
As you can see, you can tell who wears the pants in this family.
I wear them. She tells me which ones, but I wear them. Look, this is...
I'm not even wearing pants.
People always ask, how have you been married 20 plus years? Right? This is the easiest way. This might not be the best way, but this is the easiest way. Find whatever way it is to avoid the arguments, unless it's really important. The little shit like this right now, her calling up in the middle of our podcast.
I know.
And saying,
But
go put up the
about
tent.
gray and red pubic hair.
Go set up the tent and go get the ice for this plate sale that we're doing to raise money for the American Cancer Society. You know, it's very important. But, you know, so why argue the point? And just, yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
You know.
Well,
and so that's one of my secrets. Learning when to pick your fights. I thought you were going to say something. That's why I stopped talking. It looks like you're going to say something. Fucking say something, Chuckles. Even the dog's talking.
Something. Well, what was originally we want to talk about before we did this podcast?
I don't know. Out of nowhere, you're like, let's do a podcast. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do a podcast. And you're like, let's just do one right now while it's just me and you. And I'm like, I don't want to do a podcast. And then I thought, well, he never wants to do podcasts when I want to do podcasts. So
I'm always down to do podcasts. What the fuck you talking
never
about?
want to fucking come over or anything. Fuck you.
Man, you live in buttfuck Egypt.
So
you live like literally. He lives on. You ever see the Jetsons? And all the houses are on giant poles because it's so polluted on regular Earth. Well, I had to travel on top of a Nimbus cloud like Goku just to get to fucking Josh's house.
A cumulonimbus. All right, so let's go ahead and cut this short.
Oh wait, you know what I did all the time I was in Fort Worth?
Masturbate.
Not just that.
What else?
Jonathan was there. Anyways, we watched Dragon Ball from season 1 all the way to season 5.
The original Dragon Ball?
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it's very entertaining. And it was very...
Did I ever tell you the story that I saw Dragon Ball before it came over here in America?
It was in Spanish.
No.
Yes, it was.
No, not the one that I saw.
What you saw?
A buddy of ours,
Yeah,
he's half German and he's half Japanese.
Ugh.
Like he actually lived in Japan.
That's like, did his parents have sex in World War II?
He needed help converting PAL to V8 to NTSC, whatever we have here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I helped him with the conversion of his videos, or he had the videos, and he had his recorded Dragon Ball episodes in Japanese or
With
whatever.
the subtitles or just Japanese?
No subtitles.
Oh.
So he was translating everything as we're watching it, and they had all the commercials, that was badass.
Strange has commercials, right?
And so he's translating everything, and I'm like, we just saw 6 episodes, and the fight started 6 episodes ago, and they haven't even fucking hit each other yet. What is this shit? They've been talking for 6 episodes about how they can kick each other's ass. And so I never fell into the Dragon Ball Z trap because I was already turned off by it. Like, if I would have seen it just when it came out here, I would have fucking loved it.
Oh, yeah.
But because I had to see it, not knowing what's going on, his bad translation, and then I had to work, on the tapes, it was like, nah. So I never gave Dragon Ball Z a chance. That's why I'm not a big fan of it.
Was it Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball?
I didn't know there was a difference
Yeah.
because I was already.
You know where the Z was from?
It's the one that had the Frieza guy.
That's Dragon Ball Z.
Okay,
Dragon Ball is like really funny and really perverted.
Okay, well, I hadn't got into any. But let's go ahead and stop this here.
Okay.
That way I don't have to argue with Deb.
Can we go pick up my phone?
Yeah, we'll go pick up your phone, too.
Yay.
All right. We'll talk to y'all next time. Thank you for listening to the podcast For No Reason.
Podcast For No Reason.
With Chuckles. On Twitter, you can find him at With Chuckles. You can find me at Old Married Gamer.
And
Facebook.com.
Just go to Facebook, because I really don't go to Twitter. I mean, I don't go to Twitter unless I'm looking for, like, masturbation videos.
Facebook.com/Hatchet TV. HATCHET TV for me. And yours is also With Chuckles, right?
With Chuckles. Just type in Life's a Game
with Chuckles. And
Chuckles. You find it.
Well, just look for me. Don't worry about him. I'll send you to him sooner or later. All right? Until next time.
If there's any single ladies out there.
All the single ladies.
I have a 2-incher and $10.
Ooh.
You make the decision.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. You need to see that. Look up the video, please, Mr. Kennedy.
Wait, hold on. Before
What?
we leave, a joke
Hurry
for the
up.
audience. What kind of pants does Mario wear?
What kind of pants does Mario, as in from the video game Super
Yes.
Mario Brothers, what kind of pants does Mario wear? I don't know, Chuckles. What type of pants do...
Denim.
Did you say denim?
Yes. Ben's laughing.
Denim.
Mm-hmm. What?
I didn't... Bye.
Laters.
Thanks for tuning in to the Hatchet Television podcast For No Reason. This week it's featuring, or hosted by, or whatever, Eric from Life's a Game with Chuckles. That's Chuckles' real name, Eric. And Josh, Born Dead, the Old Married Gamer from Hatchet Television. All right, remember these podcasts For No Reason can happen at any time for any reason, and they can be hosted by any member of Hatchet TV. So thanks for tuning in. Oh, and you're listening to Eurisen in the background. Check them out. All right, Hatchet TV podcast For No Reason. Thanks for checking it out. HatchetTV.com and all that good stuff.